Well, I gotta say, I love the Christmas decorations. Just look at that. Well, a lot of people may be saying, it's October 28th. We're not even close to Halloween just yet. And now you're decorating for Christmas. Well, the reason why I decorated early was because we do have a upcoming road trip coming up. And that is to Bandera. We're going to church camp for the weekend, starting this weekend. We're going to leave Friday morning. And yes, everybody will show up by Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And it's going to be a pretty good day. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to eat pretty good. We get to bunk out in the cabins. And I'm going to take videos and do a lot of pretty cool stuff. So just to let you guys know, there will be footage being filmed for the Bandera adventure. Well, anyway, we do have that softball game on Saturday. And yes, I do have a lot of jerseys I'm going to pass out. Everybody can wear them. I mean, they can if they want to. It's not a mandatory thing, but it's going to be pretty good. We got Texas League jerseys. We got San Antonio Missions, Corpus Christi Hooks, Midland Rockhounds. I got one Springfield Cardinal, one Northwest Arkansas jersey in there. And, so far pretty good on that. But anyway, they could wear them or not wear them. And I mean, it's not a mandatory thing. You can wear whatever you want to wear. But anyway, yes, we do have that softball game on that afternoon. And yes, I'm going to take footage of that as well. So, gonna be a good game, and post it here to YouTube so you guys can watch it and watch me play in that game. Dad will be like, wow, look at my son, he's a baseball player. Well, I used to play in the little leagues way back then, and so far I wished I had videos of me hitting a baseball when I was much, much younger. And yeah, so far we're gonna have a good time on that softball game. It's gonna be fun. Well, evidently we get fed pretty good during Saturday night. We have a big meal, and they cook a lot, and then we'll probably have games, and then a lot of us may turn in for the night, head to our cabins, and so far, call it a night. And don't forget, yes, it is daylight savings time is coming to an end starting on Sunday morning. I do believe at 2 o'clock in the morning, we will lose an hour. And so far, I guess it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I do believe it's 2 a.m.s in the morning. I mean, that just depends what the Weather Channel will say. But anyway, yeah, we are losing an hour on that Sunday morning. So make sure you guys are aware that this weekend will be the last weekend that we get to have the sun out until 7, 8, or 9 o'clock. And then, yes, after that Sunday, I mean, that will be the end of it. I mean, daylight savings time will end. And pretty much, it gets dark a whole lot earlier, like 5:30. Sun starts setting at 5:30, and then it'd be 5:45 twilight, and then 6 o'clock it'd be complete darkness. And yeah, that's how it goes every winter season. Well, evidently, the weather is saying we are going to get some cooler temperatures. Yes, summer is finally coming to an end. We're looking at 70-degree days and 40-degree nights, which is pretty good. That is really, really good. We desperately wanted the cooler weather to come in. I know November is a Thanksgiving month, and I know that we do have a lot more road trips coming up for the month of November and for the month of December as we head to Brady and Brownwood and we check on family and friends. And so far, that's going to be a pretty good one, and hopefully we'll have a good Christmas this year. I mean, New Year's, we'll definitely be back in San Antonio for New Year's. We'll be at West Creek Trail Rides for the 2025 New Year's Eve celebration, which last year we did the fireworks. We did a big fire last year. And yes, we did some campouts. We did a lot of things. I got to hang out with the horses. And yeah, it was 32 degrees that night. It was cold, let me tell you. But anyway, we're going to see what 2026 is like when we approach New Year's. I mean, we are just a few months away from that. We're like 3 months. And we're just super excited for what this new year will bring. Maybe things will get better. Maybe a lot of things should get better. I mean, hopefully we get some hired help out there at West Creek. And so far, a lot of people would think about the ranch chores more than getting on a horse and doing the trail rides. And yes, Benji and Lana, they have been upset about that. They have been seeing what's going on, and people are fooling around once again on the property. You know, and I could already tell that a lot of people have not been paying close attention to the back property waters, which it's kind of upsetting. You know, you have 4 horses in that back paddock over there, and so far they only have 2 troughs, and yeah, they were plumb empty, and they had leaves and dirt and all types of debris in there, and no fresh water to drink. I mean, I really wish these workers would get back there and fill them up. I mean, especially when I'm not there Monday through Friday. And yes, with this weekend coming up, I did tell Benji, I said, Benji, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in a camp retreat in Bandera. And so far, these horses need to be taken care of, and they need to be watered. I mean, all of them need to be watered. And then another issue was somebody gets on the property and they didn't feed the horses. And so far, all the horses need to be fed. And the first couple of people that enter onto that property should be getting the feed out and, helping getting those horses fed. It's every single horse on that property. And, there's no point in fooling around and not doing a job that you're asked to do. People shouldn't tell you, do this, do that, do this, do that. You should already know what your objective for the day is. You gotta literally feed them horses. And then for the other horses that get special treatment type foods, you gotta go through and get their bag and go through instructions. And so far, those instructions will tell you, like, how much does he get and what type of medicine. If your horse is on medications and stuff, then you know what to do because it's written in those notes. And so far, I think it's kind of bad the way that these people are doing these horses right now. You know, and I tell you what, Benji was not happy about it this morning, and Lana, she wasn't happy about that either. And third person will be me. I definitely won't be happy if those horses are not being fed and not being properly taken care of. And, you know, and I bet they got an earful, you know, they got an earful on the group chat, and, well, basically, they should get an earful. There is no point in getting on that property and not going to work. You know, you're just jacking off. You're doing whatever you want to do. And you're like, oh, you know, somebody else can feed the horses. I mean, I just go around, do whatever I want to do, you know. That's not how it works. Everybody needs to work as a team. Everybody needs to participate as a team should. It's not just one person who does that job. If it's in your... What I'm saying is, if it's in your job description, you do that job. You don't wait for somebody to get on your tail end and say, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. Don't let anybody tell you what you need to do when you should already know how to do it. And so far, I've been seeing that a lot. And the waters definitely need to be rinsed out and clean. You know, these horses deserve clean water. They don't deserve algae water. They don't deserve water that's got dirt, debris, bugs, all types of stuff in there. They deserve clean water. And I know water costs money. I mean, I'm not saying that somebody is not wrong about that. But it doesn't take you about 5 or 10 minutes to debate that situation. Now, I love to give the horses clean water because they deserve it. You know, they deserve clean water to drink. I mean, anyway, that's just me saying that. But, yeah, that's what's been going on recently. But anyway, I am taking off this weekend, and I'm going out to hang out with my friends there at the church camp in Bandina. It's going to be beautiful weather, and we're going to have a pretty good end to daylight savings time. And yes, Christmas lights and all types of things. Yes, take a jacket, because it will be cold a little bit. Well, night times as it did last year, it got pretty chilly. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back to West Creek on November 8th. And so far it got pretty good offer. A job offer. Going with Benji and go off site. And yeah, you know, last weekend was pretty good. It was a good time to see what these people do and how they get more and more business. And as going around these towns, you know, they went to Bandera, they go different places, you know, they travel. And they tell a lot about West Creek. You know, West Creek is a good place. It's a place where you can get on a horse for 1 hour. It's $50 per person for just 1 hour. And guys, I will say, if you come to San Antonio and you come to West Creek Trail Rides, that is pretty good. And yeah, so far, it's a good place. Get out on trail, on horseback, learning how to ride, you know. You go left to go left, right to go right, pull back on the reins, but don't jerk or pull on them reins. Remember, a horse has the bit in its mouth, so it's like that. So if you pull, it could pretty much hurt him. So you don't want to do that. Anyway. We have 9:07 on this evening. And I really do not think that I've got a lot to talk about this evening. But yes, I did talk about what we have coming up and what has been going on. But anyway. I'm getting tired and, well, so far I think I'm ready for bed. So we'll go ahead and get this computer off. And drink a little bit of my drink. Well, yeah, there we go. Well, I think what I need to do is go get everything out of that bathroom, because I didn't mention this before. We do have a guy from maintenance coming in, and he's gonna repaint. And yeah, I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, turn that off. And yeah, he's gonna repaint pretty much this whole thing right here. And so far, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna keep this up for the night and all of our bathroom materials until in the morning. So I'll get up early, I'll make sure to take everything off, and that way we're all good. Oh, so speaking about weather, I know we didn't talk about that just yet, but we'll get into it. We do have our first ever time, and I do believe it's tomorrow night when it does get cold. We're gonna go ahead, shut the ACs off, and then we'll get the heaters ready to go. But evidently afternoons are beautiful. We have 70-degree temperatures. And yeah, so far it's gonna be like last year. Anyway, now just look at my Christmas lights. Ain't that pretty? Just a brilliant green in the windows. People are probably driving by. They'll be like, oh, look, he's decorating early for Christmas. Well, evidently people are decorated for Halloween already. So if you look at that, we got colors and green going into the window. And as I did last year, we did pretty much all of this wall. And this is like my fourth or fifth year doing Christmas lights on these walls. And yes, I've been doing that since 2022. But yeah, I love decorating. I mean, when it comes to November 1st, all the way to New Year's, I just say, hey, let's get out the Christmas lights and start decorating. But yeah, since I won't be in town on November 1st, I thought, hey, let's get it done early. And yeah, we'll get the clothes done. Gotta get everything finished and packed up, ready to go. And then head off to Bandera early Friday morning. So yeah, we're gonna have that and stuff. Well, anyway, I thought I'd make this video. We're not gonna make it too long tonight, but evidently just thought I'd give you guys the heads up on what's going on. And so far the events that's going on, and so far everything else. I guess that's pretty good enough. So anyway, guess we'll see you guys back in the next episode.